Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to All the Mods 10 To The Sky. Now, I've got one of your amazing comments that I'm going to go over straight away. And that is, we click right here and we go to the advanced magnet. And I grab it and go shift right click. You can see I put in a blacklist for the cactus so we don't keep flipping picking it up because it's a pain in the bum. So thank you for the comment about that. That was such a good comment. So yeah, there we go. I did an experiment between episodes as well. So, got a new waystone. It goes straight to the Nether. It's right by our Nether portal, so yeah. I set these two up in the Nether. I wanted to see if, like, the one piece of vanilla knowledge that I have is that these things right here, like lava, will flow quicker in the Nether. And I know that for a fact because you guys commented so many times on one of my videos like a couple of years ago where I was complaining because I was digging in the Nether and I got attacked by lava, funny enough. You know when you dig straight forwards and then you hit a lava pocket and then you sort of run back a little bit and you don't expect it to be as quick as it is and you end up burning alive. That's basically what happened to me. And everyone was like, well, yeah, because lava flows quicker in the Nether. And I thought about it. It was a shower thought. And I thought to myself, wait, if it flows quicker, can we set the, what are they called? The cobble gens or the stone gens, whatever they're called. Can we set them up to basically get obsidian and glowstone quicker? Oh, not glowstone. What's this called? Endstone quicker. And the answer to that is, I think, a yes. This one, if we have a look. Oh, yeah, you've stopped working because I took out the witch water because I couldn't be bothered to get any more witch water. But if we have a look right here, you can see that flickers. So it's 1, 2, 3. There you go. So it was actually slower. It's slower in this one than it is normally. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to show that. I also wanted to quickly, before we move on from that, I wanted to quickly say, let's go back to the Nether. This at the back here, these are trapdoors. They're just literal glass trapdoors. They just look cool. And I had a lot of comments on my, I think episode 2? Episode 2, people were like, what is it that you're using to feed the, you know, the stone block generators? And it's still flowing lava. It's just, I made it look funny, didn't I? So that's why it was like that. Anyway, right, that's it. That's it for that. Right there. We're going to get into some bees today. And we're on top of things, which is where we need to be. I'm going to have a quick sleep and then we'll get into it. So, the way that we need to start bees, before anyone says it, I'll tell you what, actually, we do need to go back downstairs, don't we? Whoops. Before you say it, no, you cannot buy the eggs from the market. I had so many comments about that when I was doing like this over here to get myself some ink sacs. Loads of people were like, oh, you could just buy the egg from the market. And no, you cannot. You can in the main game, but this isn't the main game. This is basically a different game, if you think about it. So you can't just buy bees. But there is an old vanilla thing. Birch. Get a birch sapling. I hate birch, by the way. It's like my least favorite wood. But we're going to grow a bunch of these. We need poppies. I only got one poppy. Okay, dandelions. I had some in my backpack. There they go. So the plan is we're going to get actually some more birch, I think. Birch. There we go. And the plan is we're going to place a few of these down just like this. And we're going to place a birch tree down. And I think there's like a 5% chance actually I think it's less than that. It's like 2%. If you grow one of these up when they've got a poppy or, you know, flowers near them, that you will get yourself a beehive. They will, beehive. They will spawn in. Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened there. It spawned, but it didn't. Very strange. We got 3 bees in there as well. Oh, love it. Now, oh, there we go. One of those is mine. The other one's mine as well. One more bee's coming out. Should probably leave them in there, actually. Leave them floating around. Now we'll pick them up. Just for now. Oh, why did I do that? That is so annoying. I forgot that you need silk touch to do that. Damn it, we need one more. That took so long. Look how much. We have so many trees that we just planted to try and get that beehive. Oh, I just heard more bees. I don't think they're the kind of bees that we want, though. Hey, we found one. Hey, that was not too bad, was it? I might try and get a few more, actually. Although, this is good, though, because we did get all of the bees, didn't we? And there seems to be a couple more of these bees right here as well, which is great. I don't know what's happening right here. We're just getting loads of different types of bees. Yeah. Now, the plan is I am going to LobsterJonn. This is really cruel, by the way that I... What the heck? I literally had it on this key here and my flipping scroll wheel. I hate this so much. I hate it. Okay, this one, I've definitely got this... you know what? LobsterJonn pickaxe is right here. I'm waiting for the bees to come out. Could use a stick on it, I guess. Oh, no, it doesn't work for those, does it? Okay, we're waiting for the bees to come out, and then I'll show you the cruel thing that I've got in store for these bees after they've been such a pain in the bum. But right now, though, I wanted to make myself one of these bee helmets, which we're going to stick on. And you can't see it. But if I do that, we look amazing. We look so good right now. I forgot we need to actually do that one more time because we still need honey, don't we? Why do I do this to myself? Right, we got another one right there. And before any bees can come out, I'm going to nick it. We got everything we needed. We got one more of the bee nests. I think it's got bees in there. I actually don't know if it's still got the bees in there. But the plan is over here, right here, is where I'm going to set everything up. So we need a... I'm going to use our single poppy that we've got. Actually going to put it right there, like that. And then we're going to get trapdoors. I like using these glass ones for like a lot of stuff, as you could probably tell. Plonk them down like this. Put that one on top. And we could just do that. This is so cruel, by the way. This is like battery farming right here. If we put that one there. Do you have bees in you? Does it say on there? Yeah, it says it's got 2 bees in there. There you go. You trap them. Now, what this one can do is it can pollinate off of that one flower. And then it pops back in. Right, there you go. I popped a campfire underneath. And that means that we can smoke these guys. So when this one is full up with honey. So every time they pop out, you see it's got... Oh, you know what we should do as well? Regular bee, right? There you go. That's popped in as well. There's 3 whole bees in there. It can only hold 3 bees. We, by the way, we need to get ourselves... I think it's 6 honeycomb overall. We are going to try and get ourselves an advanced... I'm going to go for the oak beehive because they look the nicest in my opinion. So we can do one of these advanced oak beehives. You can see there's 2 honeycomb that you need for that. You need 3 for this one. And once we've got 1, what we can do is we can actually use it with a villager. Right, I just had a bit of a sleep and that means that a couple of these have popped out. I don't know how many bees are out actually. It looks like just the 1 right now. Maybe it's 2. But there you go. 2 have popped out because it's got 2 right there on the honey. And then when the 3rd one pops out, it'll be 3. And so on and so on. That one's gone back in. Perfect. So when that one pops out, we should have all of the honey that we need right there. Usually what you do, by the way, is you would try and get yourself a honey bottle as well. So you get 6 honey and 1 honey bottle. Because that way you can get yourself all of the bees out of it using the bee cages. Now, these ones right here, you can make them yourself, but they're one-time use. So you can pick up bees, and then you can place them back down again. So that one popped out. So we've got 3 in there. So we're getting close now. I'm going to use a shears. That's how you get honeycomb, right? Thank you. This one's done now. You can see it's got all of the things on it. And there is our 3 honeycomb. I think archwood planks will work. Yep, all good. Yeah, we can make an oak expansion box. Do you actually need oak for that? Okay, if that's the case. Just because otherwise it looks weird. You've got to get the oak expansion box. Basically, you need to use this later on anyway. So I'll explain that as we go. Stick that there. It's not really how it's supposed to be. Sheep, you're in the way. No idea if this is going to work. Oh, you have got time in the bottle, by the way. Okay, it makes them pop out a lot quicker. Thing is, if one of them pops back in, they'll pop back out, and then we can grab the thing. Perfect. It's almost like I planned it. Love it. Yeah, we made the time in the bottle, by the way. Right now, this is the recipe. By the time that you're playing this, if you're playing this in the future, that might not be the recipe anymore. Just warning you. But, there you go. That's done now. That's what we want to see. So now we've got more honeycomb. We can turn... Oh, poop. Yeah, they're mad at me now because I did that. That's another reason to block them in like that. They do stop being mad at you, like, later on. Anyway, we can take this one, and I can do the oak. Right, there you go. Oh, you can use your broken flint shears as well. Oh, you love it. There you go. So we can do the same thing where we use our trapdoors that we've already got. Now, the nice thing about this one, I need to take this flipping helmet off, by the way. Oh, yeah, you shouldn't be mad at me because I've got the helmet on. Angry bees won't attack you. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, what I was going to do was if we grab some of the regular bees. So bee... Green carpet, there's regular bee as well. That's regular bee as well. Nice. So we've got 5 regular bees. They will fit in this. And this has got a like, inventory. It's got a GUI. So what you can do with this one is shift right click like that. Let that one pop into this. Another nice thing is you can put bottles in like that. Let's put a new one in. There we go. Almost there. We've got one more bee to put down. But yeah, you can put bottles in like this. And when these guys pop out, usually you do get at least a couple of... there you go. More honey right there. Thank you. Yeah, you get at least a couple of the honeycomb. But you also get the chance. These things like fill up and then you get one of these honey bottles. Which is always very nice. That one in there. There you go. That's all 5 of those. I just wasted like half an hour. Oh well, it's all good. Get that one on the speed as well. There you go. Ah, so many honeycombs. Love it. Now, what we actually need is a glass bottle now. So, or a bottle of honey. So that is what I am going to be doing. There we go. Honey bottle. Perfect. So I wanted to do this so we can get ourselves a single honey treat. And the honey treat is awesome because you can make yourself an upgrade base just like this. But what we want to use it for is... where are you? Mr. Simulation Upgrade. Oh, you have to do that one first, do you? Oh my goodness, look how many more honeycomb you need for this. Oh, flipping heck. Okay, I really, really want to simulate these. In fact, those just gave us loads. I wonder if we could do that now. We might be able to do the ender one right there. This one. And then I want to do this one as soon as we can. Hey, here we go. This is not very nice, is it? But we're going to trap them in here like the Matrix eventually, right? So I don't know what I'm trying to say with that. That's even meaner, in my opinion. But it's all good. That they won't know that it's a simulation. They take the blue pill instead of the red pill, I think. I think the red pill is the one that you take when you want to get out of the Matrix. I don't know. Anyway, should probably look that one up. What we can do instead, chuck a bunch of these on here. These guys should pop back in later. But there you go. There's a bunch more honeycomb. Bunch more honeycomb. One right there. I think we might have enough to do this, you know. Oh, we do. Lovely. Now, what simulation upgrade does is if we pop that one in just like that. Wait for all of these to pop back in, right? This last one. There you go. He's gone in now. Guess what we could do? They will never come out of the hive again. So we could literally do this now. Because they'll never pop out of the hive. Oh, you're not going to work, are you? Okay. We need a feeding. I just wasted a bunch of time doing that. Oh, I just wasted a flipping really expensive diamond thing on that one. There we go. Now you're gonna work. Perfect. For the last 8 seconds. Yeah, they need a feeding slab. I thought you could do it without a feeding slab, but apparently not. There you go. Look at how many honeycomb we're getting. That's insane. What we're going to do is we're going to fish now. Because we need to get ourselves some water bees. Fishy business, apparently. Hey, there we go. That's what we were looking for. We were looking for a good-looking water bee right there. Oh, that took like no time whatsoever. Love it. Cool. We've got a mummy and a daddy water bee right there. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, we're going to use these water bees already by getting a couple of leads. And we're going to use a few fences as well. And all we're going to do, stick that one there, stick that one there. You are going to get hooked onto that one. You are going to get hooked onto that one. There you go. And we're going to leave these two for a little while. In fact, what I might do is I might grab a few of these out. And I'm going to go put one of the most important crafts you can make with productive bees. We're going to automate this craft over here. The honey treat, wherever it's gone. That one right there. Because if you try and make them yourself, I'll show you actually, if we do this. And we try and make a honey treat. Say we want to make loads. You can't because it, makes the bottle, makes the bottle go empty. You can't shift click or anything. But if you do treat like that, let's say I want to get, I don't know, like 5 treats. It'll just do it. So good. Now, these guys take environmental damage just for being outside. This one's already turned nocturnal, which is really good. That one's still diurnal. The behavior is what we're looking at right here. So the behavior is diurnal means they work during the day, but they stop working at night. Nocturnal obviously just means the opposite. They don't work during the day, but they work at night. But you can get them to metaternal, which means they work in the day and the night. So yeah, there we go. I have got this helmet on right here. So what the catcher does is if you put some of the cages in with it, in fact, we could do the other cages, couldn't we? There you go. Nice. Yeah, we could put some cages in there, and then what will happen is this will instantly catch any bee that is around it. Like, we could have used it when we were doing this over here. What are we going to get from the quests? That is a good idea. Right, let's not be hovering in the air when we do this. Go back down and go over to our 82 system. And what I'll do is I'll put all of the bits that we want right at the top there. Lot of stuff. Oh, we got some Enderium. That's pretty cool. Nice. Oh, it gave us an upgrade base as well. That's really good. That's a point. It might have given us some honeycombs at the beginning if we'd have just done the quest. Classic Pilpoh move right there. Not to do the quests. Right, let's turn that back on. Anything good? Couple of zomboots, I guess. I mean, we could go right here. That might be a place to do it. Stick the catcher down and put all of the upgrades in. Put in the bee cages and then... Go on. There you go. We've already got 2 kamikaze bees right there because they already got attacked. And as you can see, it says productivity is very high. There it is. Just, okay, there's an extra. That's what he does. Love it. Right, there you go. There's all my kamikaze bees. That's all we needed from that. Right, I make myself a bottler. One of these things is really good. You can squish bees into bottles, and then you can centrifuge, which will be our next move. Centrifuge. We're going to make the regular old centrifuge, which is grindstone. One of those. I might get... Okay, we'll get 2 of those. Why not? There you go. We're going to make the powered one straight away, even though we probably don't need to at this point, if I'm honest. But we're going to do it anyway, because why not? So we've got the powered ones now. They're going to go upstairs. I am going to use Super Factory Manager for this. I'm not going to use it straight away, though. But we are going to use Super Factory Manager. How are we doing over here? You're still diurnal, which is fine. You are nocturnal, but it is daytime. You did take a little bit of damage, though, because they do take a little bit. So to heal them up, I'm just going to give them both a little treat. There you go. Oh, nearly ran out of bottles in here as well. So what we want to do is I built a little like contraption thing up here. I'm going to pop that there. And I'm going to use a button. One of those stone buttons we've got. I'm going to stick that one there for now. So if we activate that, it will actively squish one of these kamikaze bees if I put that one in. So what will happen, it's better if I show you like this. It makes more sense without it already down, but it does work with the piston already down like that. But what you do, activate that. There is a kamikaze bee in there. It's going mental. And what you do is you squish it using the piston into one of the bottles in the bottler right there. And then you get yourself squish bee material. And then you pop that one in the powered centrifuge. I'm going to make a couple of the speed upgrades, because why not? These ones right here. I might make some speedy... No, we can't. We can't make any speedier ones because... Oh yeah, I'm going to use all my treats if I do this. How are you doing over here? You good? You're good. I had to give this one a treat like almost instantly because it took damage for some reason. That one and that one. So we got 3 at least right there. So I can pop that one back in like that. And I'm going to use a flux point. Just need to power this thing. Again, you don't really need to power it, if I'm honest, but you can. Now, that has given me the Productive Bees Kamikaze type. So if we get enough of these, I think it's 100%, you will get yourself the ability to make the spawn egg for the bee. Because if you have a look at the kamikaze bee, there's a spawn egg right there. If you get 100% chance on a honey treat, they fixed the thing, by the way, where you can't, like, if you get a 95% chance, if you combine up all of the things together, you get a 95% chance, and you use it, and you, like, it will use the egg, it will use the thing, the treat as well. And you've got a 5% chance that you won't actually get the egg out of it. So you do want to go to 100% now. That didn't used to be the case. Anyway, what we're looking for is the very high. So we want the very high right there. I'm going to take the rest of them out. We're going to use a gene indexer. Because LobsterJonn has also made the gene indexer ridiculously good again. Because what you can do with this... If I put this this gene in, by the way, 19% plus 13% is... If I give it a redstone signal. Well done, Pilpoh. You've done this enough times. You should know this by now. Redstone signal. Thank you. That is 32%. There you go. So, like, hostile right there. And we've got a 44 and a 26, which is a 70. Not giving up right there. Yeah, we can squish all of these. I'm going to pop these ones through and then put them into the gene indexer. Now, if we take that 92% and we combine it in our inventory with the 20%, we do get 100%, but the rest of that percentage is gone. So we only need 8% to get to to get to like 100%, don't we? You only need 8. So we're actually wasting 12% of this if we combine it ourselves. If we put it in the gene indexer like this, you get your 12% and you get the 100% right there. So it's really good in that respect. Looks like we were actually on the right track with this one because I normally try to get 2. Oh, that was a really good one right there. We've now got 2 100%. Amazing. And I'm going to combine the treat with the gene sample. So these are both very high. And what you want to do is right click it on there. That one's now very high. And so is that one. And that one there is the perfect bee because it's very high any and metaternal. Now, what we can do is we can breed this bee and this bee in a breeder, which is this thing right here. By the way, I went off and I made a bunch of dirt and I sieved it purely to get some rose bushes because I knew we would need this. Anyway, right, what we could do is we can make ourselves a bay bee upgrade. Apparently, that's how you're supposed to say it. I always used to say it ba bee because you've got the ba at the beginning and then you say bee. So ba bee. Anyway. People hate it when I say that, so... the breeding chamber also needs some power, so I'm going to pop it there because it's going to get power from the flux point we've got right there. I'm going to make some more speed upgrades. I'm also going to teach it clocks. There is a speedier upgrade, by the way, and we could probably... I'm going to teach it anyway. I am going to teach this one because we're going to come back to it later. I really, really want to get a Heart of the Sea. And you can get Heart of the Seas just like this. In fact, we've got everything we need to do a Heart of the Sea right now. But only one Heart of the Sea, so might not be that useful. Celesta Gem is the thing right there. So I'm going to chuck all of these. You know what? Screw it. You know, we've got the Shadow Pulse goo, which is the highest level of goo right there. we're going to feed this some, probably skulk at this point. Skulk. Yeah, we got a decent amount of skulk. Lovely. I might just, I'll take like 4 of them. There you go. And we're going to get a bunch of diamond blocks. I mean, we're not going to use that many, but you never know. We could be hopeful, I suppose. And again, I'm just going to plonk it down, put this one down. We're just going to get ourselves a load of Celesta gems. So stick that one there, put that one on top. There you go. And they convert into these things, and you can get yourself some Celesta gems. Now, I should have everything else that we need for the Heart of the Seas. I want to make 8 of these if I can. I can't because I don't have enough of these, right? Yeah. We get Nautilus shells because of the marine fisher. We're getting the ink sacs because of the marine fisher. And we're also getting the prismarine because of sand. There's some really, really cool ways to automate this. I will put that out there. That is really, really cool. And the reason I want to get 8 of these, by the way. There you go. We just got 8 Heart of the Seas. Not even a quest. Love it. Is because I'm going to take all of my speed upgrades from this one. Speedier upgrades are insanely good, and we want to get 4 of those. Whoa, okay. You need a lot more honey than I expected. Right, there you go. That's what we were looking for. That's going to use a load of our honey, though. But that's fine. I'm okay with this. Gonna make a bunch of the speedier upgrades, and there's... yeah, there you go. 4 speedier. Now, this makes the breeder insanely quick. So if I pop that one in like that, and then we use a water bee and a water bee together. The water bee and the water bee. In fact, I want to put the one, yeah, the one with Metaternal we're going to put on that side. But if I put one in there like that, just like in real life, if you were to give, in real life, you know what I mean, in Minecraft real life, instead of simulated like this, you would give a bee a rose like this, and you give the other bee a rose, and then they would do the nasty, and there is a baby bee. And that one there is really good because it's got very high on there. Now, there is another thing called a incubator. And again, this thing needs some power. So for now, it's just going to go off the edge like that. But you could stick this one in. Again, this one needs like upgrades as well. But if we can get some treats, let's get 20 treats. Oh, we don't have any honey. This is going to be the pain in the bum method for us. It's getting some honey bottles. Yeah, the villagers. The villagers are so good for this because you can use like any of the advanced things like this, and you can get yourself honey treats. Weird recipe, I know, but this is how we're going to get villagers. We're going to use the Conjure Island. Right, plan is we're going to put the angel block right there. I'm actually going to take my my nest helmet off because it makes a noise. And I know I could mute it, but I don't want to mute it. Don't like muting things if I don't have to. I'm going to stick that one on right there. Oh, we're doing a backup. Good stuff. So I'm going to stick that there. Stick that one on. Running. Source needed. Of course it is. Anyway, I'm going to stick this one there. And it's already full up. Is that one already? Yeah, okay. So we've only got one ender source jar. And one ender source thing. So can I just stick this one, like, on top? Oh my goodness. Hey, there we go. Right. We haven't got easy villagers. We don't have easy villagers. No. You're kidding me. All right. We're taking everything. These lights look really cool as well. These sconces. Gold sconce. Right. I put an advanced oak beehive down because, there you go, I wanted one of them to become a... You know what? I'll put 2 down. So, let's start trading with this guy, I guess. Particle effect. Thank you. Oh, missed. There you go. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. That's literally all I wanted right there. Oh, we don't even have the thing which lets us, like... You know what? It's fine. Anyway, the whole reason I did this was so I could get the honey treats, right? So... You did reset your trades. Why are you 17 per now? We need to... Do we need to do the old turning them into... zombie trick? And you want to get yourself 20 treats. And that'll grow it up to an adult bee. Now, this is a bit Game of Thrones-like. But we're going to swap out the... So now, these two will produce very high any metaternal bees, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get a load of the honey treats so they would go in here. And we could grow up a bunch of... I mean, we could use the Ars ritual. I'm going to do that this time, I think. Now, this right here is super manual, right? What you do is you stick them in like that. You take them all out, and then you put them in here. We could technically use some Super Factory Manager to, like, fix all of that. I'm not going to do that today. We are going to completely automate this with Super Factory Manager next episode, I think. For today, we're going to use a quickie modular router because we can. And also, I really like modular routers, as I've said several times. So now, if we put this in like that, it's just going to chuck them in the in here like this. There you go. I just used one of the ones which had loads of enchantments on it. Brilliant. Yeah, don't do that. Dragon's Breath. Thankfully, we've got a bunch of that. You use the Dragon's Breath on the obsidian nest, and it will attract some of the bees right here. Now, I will actually go and put my bee nest back on. Oh, poop. Now, I was going to say, this guy is going to be aggressive towards me unless I wear the bee helmet. Bee nest helmet. There you go. Now we can get more of these. So let's get some more Dragon's Breath. I want to get 5 of these. All right, there you go. We got 5 of them. So let's pop back to the RV. It's still going to be raining. Oh, it's nighttime though. Good, good. Now, before we do anything, I am going to put traits on these bees. We're going to put... Yeah, we're going to put these traits right here on those... yeah, on the draconic bees. The draconic bees are a little weird because they do need their own thing to breed. We also need an expansion box for this. And I'm also going to make another simulation upgrade if I can. In fact, we're going to go program that one in because it's a good one to have. Sweet. So what we can do with this one is, again, we can pop this like right here, for example. Put the expansion box on top. We can put the simulation upgrade in there. And you can actually just drag and drop all of your bees in here. Now, I know 2 of these are going to get... Like, which ones are the worst ones? Or the best ones, I should say. So that's a really good one right there because it's got high. That one's got medium. The rest are normal. So I'm going to put these 3 in like that. And then these 2 right here are going to get the special treatment. And yes, you can put multiple genes on the same treat. So we're going to do that right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed one of these like that. And that is a very high any metaternal draconic bee right there. And so is that one as well. And we're going to pop those 2 in. And all we need is another feeding slab. Now, did you know that you can stack feeding slabs? That's always something that people are like, wait, really? Because I didn't know that for like the longest time. Although I think it just came in when I first learnt about it. Now, it will use any old chest, so don't let it use your old netherite chest. Make sure you make a new regular chest. So I'm just going to make a couple right there. There you go. So what you can do, bottom one, the one on top, and now it's a double feeding slab. Not that we need it. I'm just putting it there just to show you guys that you can do it. So let's grab a dragon egg. That's going to go in like that. And then what you can do is use time in the bottom. Just like that. And we should get ourselves a bunch of draconic combs. Now, bottles. Put some bottles in there as well. Whoa. Jeez, that was like a full thing of honey right there, wasn't it? Jeez. Love it. This is really, really quick as well. Now, what we'll probably end up doing is putting a bottler. Another bottler, I should say. Well, we won't put it right next to it, but we will, at some point, have another bottler. In fact, I'll just put it there right now. Why not? That's going to take all of the honey from this, and we can just put a load of bottles. Oh, my goodness, we're out of bottles. There you go. And that's going to convert all of the honey that this gets, because it does accumulate honey in the side here. And it's going to turn them into bottles as well. So we are swimming in honey right now, which is actually sounds really sticky and a bit gross, doesn't it? But it's not, I swear. It's awesome. I'm not going to squish... Yeah, no, you know what? I am going to squish them. But before we do that, let's put these ones in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to take ages because it doesn't have the speedier upgrades in there. There you go. It's already done. And then what I'll do is... So that's 1, 2, 3. That one and that one. And there we go. There is very high any metaternal. I'm even going to leave them as child bees. Because we can. And there we go. Lovely stuff. Right, that is bees in a nutshell, basically. And that's how you get your villagers as well. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to quickly squish these bees. Excellent. Right, I'm going to call it here for today, I think. We did quite a bit with bees right there. That is a beginner for bees. I will go into some Super Factory Manager next episode. And this is going to be our primary sort of source of materials for a few bits and bobs. I don't know exactly what yet, but yeah, we'll have to figure that one out. But later on, these become insane. In fact, we can make a lumber bee. And you could put a very high any metaternal on lumber bees. And literally all you have to do is set them up like I have right here, but put a log in where that dragon egg and the cornflower is. And it will get you, it will just produce you logs. Just, it's like, here you go, here's some logs. So we didn't need to do the tree farm. We probably should have just done this, if I'm honest, last episode. But I haven't done ours in ages, so it was actually kind of fun getting used to ours. It was really nice to see, I think it's Zeeg777 in the comments as well. So thank you for stopping by, Zeeg. And yeah, anyway, we're going to call it here. So thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.